I say I really don't care what people think about me, and that's 100% true. Except for the divine ones whose opinion that I hold very dear, and I would take their input, never be judgment, I would take their input and internalize it. But I don't know many others other than those select few, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but their opinion would be their opinion, and I'm not sure that I would put a lot of energy into that as far as evaluating myself. I'm very mindful about the words I say. I'm mindful about the things that I do. And so what others' opinions are of me about how I look, how I act, how I move, maybe things I say, maybe things I eat, it doesn't matter. Where I live, how I live, it doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. The divine ones that I get to see, it's only on occasion. So the rest of the time, it's really either just me, maybe me and Mackie Poo, and that's about it. And I am very, very, very content with my presence here and how I respond and create accordingly. So I don't really care what other people think. We all need to get to that point where we're not modifying anything about ourselves, our behavior, our thoughts, our habits, or anything to please others. It needs to please you first. We do so many things to please society, trying to conform. And conform to what? We're 1 in 9 billion. What are you conforming to? How about you conform to yourself first? Be content with yourself first. You ever see people that you've heard the term free spirit, where there's just some guy or gal in some gathering or who knows, and they're just different, and you can tell that they don't have a care in the world, and you can think of them anything that you want to. It doesn't register with them. If you said something to them, they would just probably look at you and go, peace, or pat you on the back, or buy you a beer, don't know, but that's about the effect it would have on them. That's where we all need to be. Respectful, absolutely. When I say I don't care what people think, I am very mindful of being courteous to everybody and everything as a human being. So I'm not going to treat anybody differently than myself. I'm not going to be rude and callous and all that kind. No, absolutely not. But to care what your thoughts would be about me as I'm walking past, or as I'm, whatever it is, wherever I would encounter, it makes no difference to me. It makes no difference. Be good to yourself. Be honest with yourself. And don't care what others think. Then you'll be at peace, and people will say, that person seems to be content, seems to be at peace, seems to be their own person, seems to be a free spirit, seems to be here without a lot of stuff sticking to them. Peace.